10-second game clock, shot clock difference, the lob, and the jam. Harrison Temuaka, who raises the roof, and a 15-point first-half lead. Shot clock to 5, Etienne down the lane. Outside Wade, 3 ball in the air and good again. A career night for Wade, a career high 23, and the lead back to 9 for Wichita State. Late shot clock, Jordan Walker denied by Williams. What a terrific defensive play. Mormon to the cutter. Big jam for Perry. 15-4 burst to start for Temple here on the road. Pass to Lawson contested and broken up, and there's Jefferson. One of the best steals leaders in the Southland Conference. Baseball pass to Buster for 3, and he pays it off. McNeese on the push. Cuxhausen barely in his hands, and he drills a 3, and McNeese back to within 4. You're watching the American Athletic Conference on ESPN+. It's a gorgeous afternoon for some college hoops in the Crescent Cities. We welcome you to Avron B. Fulgham Arena in the Devlin Fieldhouse, where the Tulane Green Wave are set to play host to the Temple Owls. Well, few things have remained consistent during these unique times, except perhaps the dominance of Kelvin Sampson's Houston Cougars. The number 11 team in the nation sits atop the AAC at 5-1. Meanwhile, Temple and Tulane each seeking a second conference win here today. And with that, we say hello. Jack Benjamin joined by David Grubb. The big word entering this year for coaches and players alike was adapt. And Tulane will certainly have to do that today without the services of their head coach, Ron Hunter. He's in COVID-19 quarantine protocol, and Claude Pardue will step in and take his place. With Hall of Fame coach Mike Lightfoot, Jack Benjamin on hand. Let us be among the first to wish you a Happy New Year. Well, Mike, 8 days for Notre Dame to recharge the battery after that loss to Indiana. Good chance to bounce back before ACC play resumes. Been more than 10 months since these two last met. It was round 1 of the conference tournament in Katy, and the final game that got to be played in the Southland Conference last year. A 21-point convincing win for Lamar on March the 11th. You can see they've won 4 of the past 5 meetings, but Coach, couple of great battles in the regular season last year as well.
Well, certainly, and Lamar, you see right there, they've won 4 of the last 5, also 7 of the last 9. But last year, Davion Buster for Lamar went off for 39 points in Lake Charles, tied a conference record with 11 threes in one game. Tick Price, our man on the screen, he loved it.
Drew Cuxhausen for McNeese hit a game-winning 4-point play in the regular season finale as well. That got McNeese into the conference tournament for the first time in 5 years. So A.J. Lawson makes the first of 2 for McNeese. Here's a look at some of Cuxhausen's numbers. We were talking about him earlier. He's number 0 in blue, 3.5 threes per game, 5th nationally. Such a prolific threat. Davion Buster's in for Lamar for the first time, along with Ellis Jefferson, who misfires from mid-range.
Well, that was unusual for Buster to pass up that shot. He usually never takes a night off from taking advantage of every opportunity to put the ball up.
13 in white, Lamar's leading scorer. This is Fiesel against Sullivan. Matchup to watch. And the hook is good.
Oh, a great job by Fiesel protecting his body with that left shoulder, getting a good jump hook off.
Now, Buster didn't pass that one up, Coach, but he drew a foul from 3.
He actually had a better shot that he passed up on the last possession, but this youngster is a scoring machine when he gets hot. Well, look at Fiesel here. This is terrific one-on-one basketball. All young players. What a look at that. Just turned, saw it was open over that left shoulder, and used that semi-jump hook to get the finish. He's very, very talented, very agile at 6'9". Davion Buster out of Austin Lanier High School. Super quick. Great score. In fact, that's now 12 out of 12 on the season from the free throw line.
And you jinxed him.
Well, that was his 13th free throw. There's a reason.
Well, such a talented player. Didn't play again on Saturday. Coach's decision against SFA. He missed the first 4 this year with a hamstring injury, and he's been trying to find his form ever since. He gets 2 out of 3, but you can see what he did against McNeese last year. They know that he has that kind of scoring power in bunches, and he can be like a microwave oven at times.
Well, McNeese has got to get the ball to Cuxhausen. He doesn't even have a shot off in the first 5 minutes of this game. Good team defense by Lamar on Cuxhausen, but how about the big fella, Rosario, keeping the hot streak going.
McNeese is living in the paint right now. Rosario and Fiesel.
Remember, Coach Schroyer said that was a big key. They had to produce in the paint against this Lamar team, and they're certainly doing it.
Avery Sullivan to the left, and Fiesel snatches his 4th rebound.
A great start for Fiesel here, both ends of the floor.
This is Zach Scott, a junior transfer to Florida Gulf Coast. One of 3 transfers on this team, 9 newcomers this year for Heath Schroyer. So you add in the pandemic and the Hurricanes and trying to acclimate that many new guys. Lawson to Rosario, had it poked away and taken by Buster.
Now good team defense that time by Lamar, doubling down quickly.
Sullivan for Kopp. Got Scott up in the air and floats it in.
Oh, what a great shot by Kopp that time. Terrific body control as he went up and over the blue shirts of the Cowboys.
Sophomore out of Houston who has struggled mightily from the floor this year. He's below 30%.
Oh, how about that? Good team defense continuing for Lamar. Tick Price, good defensive man-to-man coach.
Lamar pushing with a 1-point lead. Sullivan, the wraparounds.
Got to make those.
Here comes A.J. Lawson. Senior point guard is tops in the Southland and assists coming in. Fiesel against 2. Better defense in the paint that time, coach, from Lamar. And a foul.
Well, Fiesel doing a good job of taking care of the basketball, spinning in there. Yeah, they did get him for a travel run. Yep. Oh, here comes one of my favorites right here, Braylon Bush, one of the top freshmen in the Southland Conference this season. Covered that young man when he was at Silsbee High School, played in 4 straight state championship games down at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio.
Tops in the conference in assist-to-turnover ratio. Here comes Drew Cuxhausen. Launches up a 3 and drills it.
Well, he couldn't get the shot out of their team offense, but how about in transition? Nice first shot for the conference's 2nd-best 3-point shooter.
8th nationally in 3-pointers made. That was his 57th this year. Sullivan floats it in.
Oh, good job. Mentioned Cuxhaven's 2nd-best 3-point shooter in the league. In case you were wondering who's the #1, Lampley from Sam Houston State.
He's just been tremendous. How about the Bearcats and what they've done? Jason Hooten has that team rolling. Cuxhausen again. Oh, he's got another one. Well, he doesn't need a whole lot of space, does he?
You know, as Coach Schroyer told you and me a couple of days ago, he is the best pure shooter he's ever coached. He's showing us why this afternoon.
Kopp can't answer. Muwaka an offensive rebound. This is Davion Buster. And now Sullivan against Rosario. Giving up some size, and that's a foul.
Watch Cuxhausen here. He's got 2 quick threes. Got a terrific release. Gets the ball off at the high point of his extension. Just a terrific offensive talent.
Beyond just the quick release, what do you see from him as a shooter? What makes him so lethal?
Well, he's always ready to shoot the ball as soon as he gets it. He's in what I call the ready position, and a good shooter has to do that because you know the defense is going to be focused on him.
125 threes last year, led the NCAA. First Cowboy in the Division I era to top the nation in a stat category. So
he had 8 threes in a game earlier this year already.
He had 10 in a game last year.
Yeah, and think about that. He made 10 in a game. Buster made 11. We got 2 of the top 3-point shooters in the country right here today. Southland Conference hoops at its best.
3-point lead for McNeese. Back and forth we go early in Beaumont. Big game for both teams seeking a 2nd conference win.